actually a beam. The future wife have a place where they can read. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Obsessed Design.
I am Princess Masong. I am an architect and the CEO of MASONG Architectural Services. Stay with me as I share some of my project reveals, practical advices, and challenges every designer faces in this industry. I am Sess, and I'm obsessed with designs.
For today's episode, we are here at Mivela Garden Residences, Lahog, Cebu City. This project that I am about to show you is a 48 square meter, one-bedroom condominium unit that we designed and fitted out. So as you can see in my outfit and in the foreground of this introduction video, we are putting on colors in this project because of our Scandinavian design, which is mostly white and wood. But today, our client for this project is a newly engaged couple who would like to incorporate their favorite colors in the design. Enough with all the talking, let me just show you. Let's go. Welcome! Come in, come in. So the first thing that you will be seeing upon coming in the entrance door is this drop zone over here. If you have seen some of our videos, we always have this because it's very important to have a place where you can drop your things like your shoes, your keys, some of your like jackets and stuff. So here we have a mirror, a seating area where you can take off or sit and put on your shoes or take off your shoes. And then we have here the shelving units and also here. So it's push open. And then here, you can already put like your shoes, some of your things that you would like to drop in this area here. So we separated this space from here because we are assuming the renters or the owner of this unit will be placing like food, possibly in this shelving over here because this is the kitchen, no? To ensure the cleanliness and the hygiene, we separated the food area and the area or the storage for the shoes. So this is where you place the shoes and even below, and there's a proper separation. So this one also. So just an example, I will be taking off my sandals and putting them here. Or you can face the other way para dili maigo inyong head in the dining chairs. Let me just get that again. So there's storage under, and it's always a soft close. So when you're angry with your partners and you're staying here, your neighbors won't be hearing you, only your words because only your voices, because when you slam the doors of your cabinets, it will be like that. It's soft close. Alright, so let's get into the kitchen area. So we actually changed the whole kitchen because the existing kitchen was only here and they had a different cabinetry and even the kitchen counter. So we had to change all of it to fit the design. And then we placed overhead cabinets. We also placed a refrigerator here, and then this oven will be placed above the refrigerator. That's the reason why we have some space above the fridge at the moment. And then also have this induction cooker, and we also installed this range hood. So the reason why there is some space here above, like a covered cabinetry, is because the pipe of the range hood is placed like this. So from here to this area here, and then going there, because the provision of Mivela for the exhaust is right there. Yeah, we also placed lightings under the cabinetry for you to be able to use and to make sure that when you're cooking or when you're washing the dishes, the area for the kitchen is properly lit. All right. So we are moving on to the dining area. Of course, we want the dining area to be accessible from the kitchen. So here in front of the kitchen is the dining area. So this is a 6-seater round table which can be collapsed into just this circular table when it's not being used. So that is the reason why we have this. And as you can see, there are pinks and blues in the design, and you now have an idea as to what the favorite colors are of the newly engaged couple. So we have pinks and blues, but we muted it a little bit so that it's still neutral, but it has accent colors. All right, so let's move on to the living area. Okay, here in the living area, we did this cabinetry over here for the television, and this actually has a beam in here in the middle. This is actually a beam, and then we just made it look like a cabinet so that it's incorporated in the whole TV wall design. So here we have shelving units, and we have this curve over here, which is actually a cabinet as well. Here. All right. So the reason why we have this curved, and if you have seen some of our videos as well, it's soft close. It's not gone defective. It's soft close. So we normally have corners like this curved because we don't want the owners or the users of this space to be bumping into sharp edges. I forgot to mention that that is also the reason why we have a circular dining table, because we want the people that will be using the space to circulate well in the dining and in the kitchen area, because this is a busy space as well. This is the circulation area or the pathway towards the bathroom, the bedroom, and the living area, and also the kitchen, of course. So this is like the walkway all throughout the spaces of this unit. So here we have the living area, no? So again, as mentioned earlier, this is the TV wall. Apart from the column that we designed to look like a cabinet, we have actual cabinets as well. So here we have cabinets for storage. And if you've seen some of our videos as well, we don't use so much hardwares for handles because we want it to look very seamless and clean. So we have push open door cabinets here also. And then under, we just have an open shelf so that can put in remote controls and even speakers over here, and it's lit. And then we have the television here and more push-open cabinets under. And this is a drawer. Right. So right in front of the TV wall, we have this huge sofa. It is very practical because it is narrow but wide. And this also serves as a sofa bed at night if they have more guests over. Let me show you. Here. All right. Now, if you have more friends or if you have some family members who are visiting you, you can have more people stay in the place and accommodate for sleeping area. So we have one there and then maybe two here, two kids here. Before I forget, let's go to the bathroom first. Let's go. This is at the left side upon entering. So on the right side, no, if you remember, there was a drop zone, the kitchen, and the dining. On the left is the bathroom. So this is the bathroom. So what we did here is we incorporated this washing machine, and then we placed a countertop that is solid stone, so that you can use this as a place where, for example, if you are washing your clothes manually here in the lavatory, you can place it here when you're done so it doesn't get wet. So this is very practical use as well. We have cabinetries overhead. Again, push open still. And then this vanity mirror over here is also storage. And then we have here the lavatory and another storage space under. So as you know, we don't waste any space here at MASONG Architectural Services. So we have the shelving unit and another storage here, medicine cabinet, and then we have the water closet over here with the bidet. We have a retractable rod over here so that the users of this space can hang their clothes after washing them from the washing machine. Sometimes the washing machines, especially when it's all-in-one, no, it's washer and dryer in one, it doesn't dry 100%. Sometimes it's just 80%. So they still have to put it up or to hang it so that it dries up very well. So that is the reason why we have this hanging rod over here. And then now we're going to the shower area. So this is the shower. We installed this sliding glass shower enclosure. And then we have here the shower with the shower heater. And now finally, we are going to the bedroom. Let's go. By the way, we have a storage in the left side before going to the bedroom because the unit owner is possibly renting this out for short-term use, so they have their own cabinet over here. So don't mind the imperfections because we will still have this punch listed. Anyway, we are now at the bedroom. So as you can see, we really incorporated their favorite colors. So let me start with the bed area now. So this is a queen size bed and it has a pull-out single bed, which we will be showing you later. But before that, let me show you this part here first because this is my favorite. So this one is the vanity table. So I would assume, or I suggested to the client that this will be the place where the future wife will be doing her makeup and maybe her work. Like they can use this as a work table. They can have their laptops or cell phones charged here because we have outlets over here, and then they also have shelving units over here. This ottoman is also storage, so like that. And then they also have outlets under. And then here they have their faucet. So it's very blue. Of course, the blue is the future husband's favorite color and the pink is the future wife's favorite color. So here we have, again, the queen size bed. And then they really wanted a space where they can put their books. So they really wanted to have shelving units over here. And then some chairs so that they have a place where they can read. And then over to your place or to your area, this is another lounging space where they can read as well because both of them are bookworms. So again, shelving units for their books, an option of spaces that they have where they can lounge and read some books. We also installed these curtains. If you've seen some of our videos as well, we always have a two-part curtain. No, we have blackout inside and then sheer outside. We also incorporated LED strip lights in the mirror and in the back wall of the bed and also in the shelving units. And then I will be showing you how it looks like without the general lights because it is a mood. Okay, lastly, we have the balcony. So as you can see, we have an L sofa over here, no? And the door is actually here. So, funny story, we actually had to change the direction of the sliding door. Originally, it was on this side and we had to change the sliding door from there to here, going towards there because of the layout of the living area. Because if we put in the L or the longer side to the other side, it will still be hard to move to the balcony from the living area because the back end of the sofa is still here. So it really makes sense if we do it like this because it's open from the dining area. It will not have any blockage from the dining area to the living area, and also the balcony is very seldom used. They have this ample space going to the sliding door, and this is very much accessible to the balcony. So to check, let's go to the balcony together. So this is the balcony. We don't have any choice about the condenser because that is the only provision that Mivela provided for this big machine over here. We just provided some chairs for them to lounge. We also have a detachable table here which hasn't arrived yet, but we will be putting it in time for the final turnover of this project. This is the view of Cebu City at night. I forgot to tell you about our ceiling design. So we actually have a cove ceiling over here, and it's also curved so that it matches what we have in the ceiling also in the dining area. And watch what happens when I turn off the general lights. It's a total mood. So if you're an architecture student, a newly licensed architect, or an architect generally struggling in the practice, I made a community for us, which is the Startup Architects. It is in Facebook. If you're interested to join, go to Facebook and search for Startup Architects and click join. So that community, my goal is to help each other navigate the complex world of architecture. So there you have it. I hope you liked the transformation of this space. If you did, please do like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this to your friends who would like to have their spaces transformed like this. If you're interested in any of our services, just email us at masongarservices@gmail.com. So this unit could possibly be up for Airbnb. We are still unsure of that, but if it will be, we will just be putting the Airbnb link in the description below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.